Let's start small, with a problem we all face: broken stuff. You reach for the super glue, and you wait, and wait. This is Fix 2 GT, a bi-component adhesive that throws waiting out the window. The magic is in its instant curing formula. It's not just fast, it's borderline magic. Whether it's plastic, wood, or even heavy-duty materials, the bond is immediate and incredibly strong. You can literally watch it create a permanent weld in seconds. This isn't just about fixing a broken toy. This technology is a game changer for workshops, prototyping, and quick-fix repairs where every single second counts. No clamps, no waiting, just instant results. Now, let's take that same concept of an instant fix and scale it up, from our workshops to the very roads we drive on. Potholes. They're a driver's worst nightmare and a city's constant headache. Traditional repairs are slow, messy, and often don't last. That's where chip-fill technology comes in. This isn't your average asphalt patch. It's a specially designed thermoplastic that's heated and poured directly into the pothole. As it cools, it forms a durable, watertight seal that bonds perfectly with the existing road surface. The entire process is incredibly fast, minimizing traffic disruption. It's a simple, brilliant solution that doesn't just fill a hole, it creates a long-lasting repair that stands up to traffic and weather. But what if the secret to durability isn't just about patching the surface, but building a smarter foundation from the ground up? When you think of a building's foundation, you probably picture a solid slab of concrete, but that can trap moisture and harmful gases like radon. The new elevator system by Geoplast is a complete rethink of this. These modular, recycled plastic domes lock together to create a formwork for the concrete. When poured, it creates a raised foundation with a ventilated crawl space underneath. This permanently protects the building from ground moisture and gas, improving air quality and structural integrity. It's an invisible, yet incredibly important layer of protection built right into the heart of the structure. Smart design protects our buildings from below, while other innovations are making our roads safer from above. Those lines on the road are critical for safety, but painting them is a slow process. This is Thermocolor P26, a thermoplastic material that's melted down and applied directly to the pavement. Unlike paint, it solidifies almost instantly as it cools, creating a thick, highly visible, and incredibly durable line. It embeds reflective glass beads for excellent night visibility and is designed to last for years, not months. This machine applies it with precision and speed, making road marking faster and our highways significantly safer. And that same idea of integrating technology directly into essential surfaces is now powering our homes. Solar panels are a fantastic technology, but let's be honest, those big, bulky panels aren't for everyone. They can completely change the look of a house. But what if you could have all the power with none of the compromise? This is the e-Tegola, And it's not a solar panel on your roof, it is your roof. At first glance, it looks just like a high-quality traditional roof tile. That's the genius of it. But engineered within that familiar shape is a high-efficiency photovoltaic cell. The installation process you're watching is surprisingly straightforward and very similar to standard roofing. The crew lays down the waterproof underlayment, and then the tiles are placed in overlapping rows and locked into place, just like their non-solar counterparts. The key difference is the integrated wiring. As each tile is laid, it's connected to the next, creating a daisy chain. These connections are weatherproof and designed for decades of reliable operation. Row by row, the entire roof surface is transformed into a single, discrete, and powerful solar array. This is the ultimate fusion of form and function, a roof that protects your home from the elements while silently harnessing the power of the sun. It's the future of residential energy, efficient, beautiful, and perfectly integrated.
Heat naturally rises, and in a typical home, the attic is like a giant chimney, allowing your expensive condition there to leak right out. Traditional insulation helps, but it can leave small gaps and seams. For a truly airtight seal, you need something more advanced. You're watching the application of closed-cell spray foam insulation. It starts as two separate liquid components that, when mixed at the tip of the spray gun, react instantly. What you're seeing is a violent, immediate expansion to over 100 times its liquid volume. This expansion is the key. It forces the foam into every single crack, crevice, and hard-to-reach corner, creating a single, solid, monolithic barrier. It doesn't just insulate, it creates a complete air and moisture seal. This not only dramatically lowers energy bills by preventing leaks, but it also adds structural rigidity to the building itself and prevents mold growth. It's a complete thermal and protective envelope, applied in a matter of hours, that will last the lifetime of the house. From protecting a single home to building the massive infrastructure that connects our cities, efficiency is always key.
Have you ever wondered how the concrete curbs, gutters, and traffic barriers along our highways are made so perfectly uniform for miles and miles? You're looking at the answer. This is the Gomaco 7700, and it's less of a vehicle and more of a mobile factory. Here's how it works. A concrete truck feeds a continuous supply of wet concrete into the machine's hopper. From there, the concrete is fed into a specialized mold, which is the exact shape of the desired curb or barrier. This is where the term Slipform comes from. Powerful hydraulic vibrators liquefy the concrete inside the mold, consolidating it and removing any air pockets. The machine then moves forward at a slow, steady pace, and the perfectly shaped, dense concrete profile literally slips out the back. The entire process is guided by incredibly precise sensors that follow a string line or even advanced GPS, ensuring every inch is perfectly straight and level. This single machine, operated by a small crew, accomplishes in hours what would take a massive team weeks to do by hand. It's the powerhouse of modern infrastructure.
Building a stone wall the traditional way means getting messy. It's a slow, skilled process of mixing mortar and setting each stone just right. The Drystack system completely eliminates that. These concrete blocks are cleverly engineered with interlocking grooves, a tongue on top and a channel on the bottom. This simple design allows them to be stacked together like life-size building blocks. No mortar, no mess, no waiting for anything to cure. This method is not only incredibly fast, but also allows for beautiful curves and corners with ease. It's a perfect solution for landscaping projects, creating strong, stable, and great-looking retaining walls in a fraction of the time.
Erosion isn't just a little bit of dirt washing away. It's a powerful force that can undermine roads, threaten buildings, and cause dangerous landslides. Controlling the earth on a steep slope has always been a major engineering challenge, often requiring massive, expensive concrete walls. But there is a smarter, more elegant solution. This is the Earth-Lock Slope Stabilization System. The process begins with carefully grading the slope to the correct angle. Then, a strong geotextile fabric is laid down, which allows water to pass through but prevents soil from being washed out from behind the structure. The core of the system is these uniquely shaped precast concrete panels. They're engineered to be incredibly strong, yet easy to handle with light machinery. You can see them being placed row by row, starting from the bottom and working their way up. Notice how they interlock with each other. This creates a continuous, flexible mat that conforms to the shape of the land. It's this flexibility that allows it to absorb pressure and ground movement without cracking or failing. But here's the most brilliant part: the open cell design. Once the panels are in place, the cells are filled with soil, gravel, or, in this case, a mix that allows vegetation to grow through the structure itself. This backfill adds immense weight and stability, locking the entire system into the hillside. Over time, as plants take root, the wall disappears into the landscape, creating a living, breathing structure that is both environmentally friendly and incredibly strong. It's the perfect balance between engineered strength and natural beauty. Securing the ground outside is crucial, and creating comfort inside is just as important. Now, let's look at heating reinvented.
When you think of heat, you probably picture a radiator on the wall. Radiators work by heating the air, which then circulates unevenly around the room, creating hot and cold spots. Underfloor heating is a completely different philosophy. It turns your entire floor into one large, gentle, radiant panel. The process you're watching is the light cast installation, a highly efficient method for beam and block floors. It begins with these custom-molded panels made from high-density polystyrene. These panels are laid directly over the floor structure, fitting together snugly to eliminate any gaps. This creates a continuous, thick layer of insulation, which is critical. It ensures that 100% of the heat travels up into the room, not down into the foundation. Now for the brilliant part. Notice the pre-formed grooves on top of the panels. The heating pipe is simply unwound and walked into these grooves by the installer. No clipping, no stapling. The design holds the pipe securely in the perfect position, ensuring even spacing for uniform heat distribution across the entire floor. Once the pipes are laid and connected to a central manifold, which acts as the system's control center, a final layer of concrete screed is poured over the top. This screed absorbs and holds the heat from the pipes, turning into a thermal mass that radiates warmth gently and consistently. The result is silent, invisible, and the most comfortable form of heat imaginable.
For any construction project, big or small, concrete is king. But getting it can be a real challenge. You can mix it by hand, which is slow and backbreaking, or you can order a massive ready-mix truck, which is expensive and operates on a very tight schedule. But what about all the jobs in between, or in remote locations? This is the solution. A concrete mixing bucket.
It's a powerful, mobile batch plant that attaches directly to the construction machinery you already have on site, like a skid steer, a loader, or even a tractor. The process is brilliantly simple and gives the operator complete control. First, you use the bucket's hardened steel edge to scoop up your aggregate, the sand and gravel, directly from the pile. No shoveling, no separate loader. Then you add your cement and water. With the flick of a switch, a powerful hydraulic motor drives an internal auger, which thoroughly mixes the components into high-quality concrete in just a couple of minutes. When you're ready to pour, a hydraulic hatch at the bottom opens up, allowing for a clean, precise discharge right where you need it.
In the world of heavy construction, what do you do with leftover concrete from a job? Often, it goes to waste. But what if you could turn that waste into a valuable asset? This is the genius of Beton Block. It's a system based on one simple, incredibly durable, and reusable steel mold. The process couldn't be easier. The mold is assembled, and any leftover concrete is poured directly in. After it is cured and gained its strength, a series of pins are removed, and the sides of the mold simply fall away. But the real magic is in the shape. The mold creates a massive block with studs on top and recesses on the bottom, just like the Lego bricks you played with as a kid. This interlocking design allows the giant blocks to be stacked securely without any need for mortar. You can create massive retaining walls, storage bays for materials like sand and gravel, or temporary barriers in a fraction of the time. It's a brilliantly simple, sustainable, and powerful system for large-scale construction. From precisely engineered blocks, we turn to a method that is beautifully simple and incredibly effective.
Sometimes the most effective solution isn't high-tech, it's just plain smart. What if you could build a strong retaining wall without a single tool, a mixer, or even emptying a bag? This is the cement bag wall, or dry stacking method. The principle is incredibly simple. You stack bags of dry concrete mix just like you would stack bricks, making sure to stagger the joints between rows for strength. As the wall gets higher, you backfill behind it with gravel for drainage and soil for stability. Once the wall is built to the desired height, the magic happens. You simply soak the entire structure with a garden hose. The water penetrates the paper bags and activates the dry concrete mix inside. Over the next few days, the entire wall cures into a single, solid, monolithic structure. It's a fast, low-cost, and surprisingly durable solution, perfect for landscaping and erosion control projects. But when speed is truly the #1 priority, nothing beats building it before you even get there. Traditional construction is a long, slow process, built stick by stick, brick by brick, exposed to the weather for months on end. But the future of building looks very different. This is the power of prefabrication, and you are about to watch a building come to life in fast forward. Every single component you see here, the insulated wall panels, the floor systems, the roof trusses, was engineered and built with millimeter precision inside a climate-controlled factory. They arrive on site not as raw materials, but as a highly advanced, giant kit of parts. The foundation is prepared in advance, and once the components arrive, it becomes a carefully choreographed dance of logistics and assembly. The crane is the star of the show, lifting each massive panel into place. A skilled crew guides them, securing them to the foundation and to each other. Because everything is pre-made to exact specifications, it all fits together perfectly. There's virtually no on-site waste and no delays due to bad weather. You can see the ground floor taking shape in mere hours. Then comes the second story, and finally, the roof trusses are lifted into place, making the structure watertight in record time. This method doesn't just save an incredible amount of time, it also results in a higher quality, more energy efficient, and stronger building. This isn't the future of construction. It's happening right now.
That same principle of using pre-made blocks is also making a luxury item more accessible than ever.
Owning a swimming pool is a dream for many, but the construction process can be a nightmare. It traditionally involves extensive excavation, complex wooden formwork, and massive amounts of poured concrete, a long and very expensive process. The mega pool system completely revolutionizes this. The foundation of this system is these lightweight, interlocking blocks. They aren't made of concrete. They're made from high-density expanded polystyrene, or EPS, the same material used in high-end insulation and protective gear. The blocks are incredibly light, making them easy for a small crew to handle and assemble without heavy machinery. They lock together like Lego bricks, quickly forming the walls of the pool to any desired shape. But how can foam be strong enough? That's the clever part. Steel reinforcement bars, or rebar, are placed into the hollow cores of the blocks. Once the rebar cage is complete, the cores are then filled with concrete. This creates an incredibly strong steel-reinforced concrete structure. The EPS blocks serve two critical purposes. First, they act as the permanent, easy-to-install formwork for the concrete. And second, they provide a thick, continuous layer of high-efficiency insulation around the entire pool. This means the pool water stays warmer for longer, dramatically reducing heating costs. It's a faster, more affordable, and more energy-efficient way to build the pool of your dreams.
Our journey ends where it began, with a common problem in need of a smart solution. When you see asphalt cracking in this web-like pattern known as alligatoring, it's a serious issue. This isn't just a surface crack, it's a sign that the foundation underneath has failed. A simple patch on top is a temporary fix at best. To truly solve it, you need to restore the structure itself. This is the Fast Patch Alligatoring Crack Repair System. It's not just asphalt in a bucket. It's a complete structural repair kit designed to create a permanent, durable fix. The process starts with the most critical step: preparation. All the failed, broken asphalt must be completely removed, creating a clean, solid cavity to work in. Once the area is prepared, the specialized polymer-modified asphalt mix is created. This engineered material has far superior strength, flexibility, and bonding properties compared to a standard cold patch. It's then poured into the cleaned-out area, filling the entire void. As it's screeded flat, it creates a seamless surface, but the real magic is happening below. The material flows into every crevice, bonding aggressively to the surrounding pavement and creating a new, solid, waterproof base. It cures rapidly, allowing the road to be reopened to traffic in a remarkably short time. This isn't just patching a crack, it's rebuilding a section of road from the inside out, ensuring a repair that will last for years.
So, from instant glues and self-healing roads to homes that build themselves and walls that need no mortar, innovation is everywhere. The next time you look at the world, remember that for every problem, there's a brilliant mind somewhere building a solution. The future isn't just being coded, it's being built, patched, and paved, one ingenious idea at a time. If you enjoyed seeing these incredible technologies, be sure to subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments which invention impressed you the most. Thanks for watching.